Hello, this is Godel, where some, these things are cooking up. What is this again? Fire bricks? Coke oven bricks. Um, but I actually need to step away really quick. So these are gonna cook a little longer and then we're gonna get started here. Okay, that was only needed a second there. I just had to close the door over here and set up my room for recording. I don't know why I started recording first, but, hey, sometimes you jump the gun. Anyways, since last time, I didn't actually really do all that much. I put more stuff to make more bricks in here to go, because I'm not actually sure how many of these ovens we're going to want. I was thinking two, maybe, to get started. And I refilled our furnaces here. They're just running on sticks. Sticks is EMC. EMC is cheap. Uh, Ergo, we run on sticks. So some stuff I was thinking to work on this episode. I was thinking to work on upgrading our system in here, or not upgrading, but slightly better organizing it, is what I'm thinking. And to do that, I want to have more iron and maybe even gold chests, so that the chests can be closer together. We don't have these awkward gaps in between them, and as well as they're denser. We'll have more items per chest slot there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab like all of our iron, most of our iron, and we're just gonna turn this all into plates. Because to make iron chests, we need, hello? Oh yeah, you can't, that's right, I forget in this mod pack you cannot make iron chests, you have to make wooden chests, and then you have to upgrade it by hand, so that's a little annoying. At iron chests here. Same for gold chests as well, same for diamond chests. Copper, silver chests, can't make those as well, or crystal, or obsidian. We can make the dirt chest 9000. I don't see that being particularly useful, though. So yeah, all of these chests, if we want to make them, we basically have to turn regular chests and then use, what's it called? Use these recipes here to upgrade it. I see an error in the recipe here. This is wood to copper, but it has a silver plate in here. That should be a piece of wood. Whoopsie. That's okay. I don't usually use copper or silver chests anyways. I am not a fan. Where's copper to silver? Copper to silver. Yeah. Copper to iron. Copper's like halfway between iron and between wood and iron, and then silver is halfway between iron and gold, so that's why I never use those. Um so yeah, there's iron to gold and there's silver to gold, but you probably notice there's no iron to silver. So I don't really know what the point of using um the copper and silver chests are in general. I just prefer iron and gold. Um So, we're going to need a lot of iron plates for that. Sorry, I went off on a total ramble there. And we're going to need gold plates if we want to make gold chests. We don't actually have a whole great deal of gold over here. Looks like we would have enough for, like, one upgrade. So, if we want to do, what's it called? If we would want to do gold chests as well, we would definitely need to go mining. We might be able to do one with this. So, I'm thinking we're gonna just stick with, we're just gonna stick with iron and gold, or maybe iron just for now. And I'm gonna sort out our categories here to be a little bit more pronounced and less random, so we'll be able to have our stuff organized a little better. Maybe I'll put some signposts as well for a comment or recommendation who is better at organizing than I. Alright, so for coke oven bricks, we have two options here. We can compress them into coke oven bricks with the compressor, or we can just handcraft them. I think this is one of those recipes that's not usually included with GregTech. Normally you need to use the steam compressor, but they're like I've kind of alluded to before, this is a little bit more on the easier and more forgiving side of GregTech mod packs. So, these are going to be the main construction blocks of our, I should have put my iron in here to go. These are going to be the main construction blocks of our coke oven, but also they are going to be hopefully enough for all of the components we need. So let's go ahead and make all of the components we need. So bookmark this, bookmark this. We don't need the rest of the stuff. We will be making an improved coke oven later, actually. We will be making 3 of those. But for now, let's just go with this. We do need 2 more buckets. We only have 4, and I believe this actually uses the bucket, right? Yep, we lost our buckets. Okay. Let me make 3 more buckets, actually, because... How did the file get up there? 1, 2, 3. And our hammer busted. That's okay. Get our plates back. So we can go ahead and craft one of these. Okay, so we have another hatch. Oh, One thing I just thought, if we had 2 coke ovens sharing a side, would we need 2 hatches? And then, if so, can I uncraft this hatch? Looks like I can't uncraft this hatch, so we might be SOL on that. Yeah, actually... kind of a bummer. I think we could have had them share the coke oven hatches there. Oh well, we crafted an extra hatch. We wasted 6 iron plates and some bricks, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we don't need to do that. We can just go plop, plop. All right, there's our 2 ovens. And I think we're going to need... Do we do anything with this oven later? No, I don't think so, actually. And that should finish our quest. All right, we are in the Steam Revolution chapter. Oh, we haven't checkmarked the quest before this. Let's go ahead and checkmark this quest. And then it completes this quest, and we get a block of coke. Not the coke you're thinking of. And, okay. So for this step up here, this is the improved coke oven. And this is what we're actually going to use to automate some steam production later. What are we looking at here? Infernal research to get the research for the infernal furnace. Let's go ahead and claim those. And I think that gives us a little bit of warp. Maybe? I don't know. Warp is a mechanic in Thaumcraft that makes life annoying for no reason. Okay. So... I think we are ready to go ahead and start having our coke oven over here set up and go. Let's go and build them. And I think I'm just going to have them out here outside of our, next to our wooden oven here. And the coke oven blueprint, as we saw, is basically a 3x3, and it has a hollow center. Okay, so we're going to do this. So make the center hollow. This is where the controller is going to go. And then cap off the top. And this should work. Yep, there we go. And now we can see the recipes in here. We can put wood in here to make charcoal. We can put coal to get coke, and we can put block of coal to get block of coke at the exact same rate. Okay, so technically coal to coke is a slightly more efficient process, but we do not really have coal yet, so we're gonna just stick with wood. Let us break this here. Let's put a torch up there. And then we're also going to build our second one. So the cool thing you can do with Greg Tag blocks, multi-blocks, is that you can share the edge of the multi-blocks like this. So these are both counting as structure formed, even though they are sharing those coke block in the middle. And one thing I forgot to check is that when you build multi-blocks, you want to have them all in the same Minecraft chunk, which I just turned on this chunk view with F9, and they are all in there. It wouldn't matter for something like this, but it could matter for other machines later. And now we're going to also have them share the same hatch, if it's going to let us do this. Okay, so it does not actually appear to be liking this. So we might actually need to use both hatches after all, because this one is saying structure incomplete, and this one's saying structure formed. Structure formed, structure formed. Incomplete formed, yeah. So they actually do not like being not automated. They do not like sharing that. So our extra thing there that we crafted was in fact not a waste. So this should go here then, and this should go here. We can put the hatch on any side of the oven, I believe. So let's just take a look. This one says structure formed, and this one says structure formed. Okay, cool. And then we're going to use some pipes up here to automate the movement of stuff. At least that's what I'm thinking. So let me go get some chests and some conduits. I'll do fluid conduit. I think that should work. We're going to need 3 of those and 3 item conduits. And then we're going to need a tank of some kind or a drum. Oh, you know what? We can go and use supply chain management. I'm going to grab this iron drum, which is actually funny because you cannot craft an iron drum. So this is the only one of the 2 ways to get an iron drum. The other one is from doing this quest here, which we don't have access to that stuff, but there we go, iron drum. And I believe this holds 250 buckets. It's not going to show us. Okay, well, we'll know how much it holds once we start using it. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory. Let me dump some of it in here real quick. That doesn't really go in there, but that's fine. Chests, that's what else we needed. Okay. So with this, we're going to go back over here. I should also make a different staircase to get up here rather than using coke oven bricks. It's fine, though. So we're going to do a chest over here. This is going to be like our input chest. We're going to run some items here. We're going to extract on green. Actually, I like to change the extract channel on these just so if you put new pipes down, when you put new pipes, they're always green, so I don't want to like introduce stuff into the system by mistake ever and then it just blows up. So we're going to extract on green, sorry, on blue. We're going to have round robin enabled. And then here we're going to insert on brown and we're going to extract on red. So insert on brown, extract on red. And actually, one thing we could test is if this chest allows feeding itself, but there's not really any point to that, so... Because we are just going to go ahead and have our output chest of where we're going to get our, what's it called to go? Our charcoal to go in here, so we're going to insert on red here. So this is going to go out into the oven, then it's going to extract the finished product from the oven into this chest. And then we'll put our creosote oil drum on top. And, oh, that's not connecting. You know why? Because we did not put our fluid conduits down. So let's put our fluid conduits down. So on the fluid conduit tab, we're going to tell this extract always. Extract always on fluid conduit. And then on the drum here, we can't really see the bottom of the drum. Here, let me scoot down here. We're going to just tell it insert into the drum only, so it's not extracting. And because these fluid conduits say fluid flow respects gravity, I'm not sure this is going to work, but we can give it a go. Like, I'm not sure it's going to be able to suck the fluid out of the hatch, and I'm not sure it's going to be able to put it up into this barrel, but if it can't do one or the other things, we'll either change the position of the drum or we're going to change the hatches. Anyways, without further ado, let us go ahead and get some wood going in here. These should both kick on. There they go. I do not think we can accelerate these. Oh, actually, it does look, in fact, look like we can accelerate them. I'm not going to dump a bunch of time into accelerating them right now, but I just want to make sure that our setup works. So there goes our charcoal, there goes our creosote oil. Okay, it is in fact picking up the creosote oil, but it looks like some is kind of stuck in the pipe. Because we have done 4 charcoal so far. And these are supposed to make 100 each. And it would appear that some kind of duplication is happening here. Let me, I don't like the idea of having a dupe glitch happening here. Let me, make this not extract automatically, because I recall that being a bug, and, like, I know I could just exploit it on purpose, but I don't really want to. Did I also see wrong? Coke oven. Oh, it makes 250 each. Okay, hold on. 250 each. And we've done 6. Never mind, it's not an exploit. We're good. I was looking at the wrong recipe there. Okay. But it's missing 2 millibuckets, and I'm guessing there are these 2 millibuckets. It looks like there's something stuck in the pipe. Let's see if, whoops. Broke my ever-full urn over there. Let's see if putting this down level on this will actually fix that. So if I put it down here instead. Oh, no, don't. Okay, I was going to say please do not put it into the drum here. In fact, to prevent that, let's just put the drum on this side. Put it insert only, and we should be good now. Okay, there we go. And now we have 2,000, and that's exactly how much we would expect for 8 charcoal. Okay, crisis averted. Let's get a different building block for over here. Maybe let's just do, like, some, wood. Wood to hop up there. Alright, and how much did we actually put to process in here? Not very much, so let's go make a better, let's go get some more wood as well to put in there. And I might make a better hatchet to get better wood with, or get wood more easily with. I think we can go ahead and let's do a, what's it called? Forgot what this metal is called. Wrought iron axe. That should be some decent durability. That is tin. Here we go. And it looks for the wrought iron axe. We need 2 plates and 1 ingot for the axe. So put those in there to cook up some yummy wrought iron. I did have some more wood in here, though. Let me go ahead and grab the wood we have. Some oak wood, and put that up here to process to charcoal. While our... Whoa, did you see that? It, like, shot the iron into the air there. Here's our wrought iron stuff. Let's go ahead and make a wrought iron axe, if we can find it. Here it is. Oh, we need our hammer. Where's our hammer gone? Did I put our hammer over here somewhere? I might have lost our hammer. Uh-oh. Is it in our baggie? Nope. Hammer. This one. Well, maybe we broke it? Is it in one of our tables over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? We might have broken our hammer at some point, or thrown it out of our inventory. I have no idea, but we are gonna need a new one, so... Not over here, not over here. Yeah, I don't know where our hammer went. It's not in the squeezer, apparently. Alright, let's just do a new hammer, I guess. 6 more ingots for our new hammer. We'll make it a wrought iron hammer. Just looking in these other chests, by some chance I put it in one of these. Nope. Okay, yeah, no idea what happened to our hammer. We're also gonna need 2 sticks. Can't we put, get sticks out of the workbench here? this one. Oh yeah, we can. Put one single stick over here because why not? Amazing. There's our sticks. And then we can make our iron axe finally. Somewhere, once we find it. Did I go past it? Oh, there it is. Okay. We need a hammer still. Duh. Which means we need another stick now. Very poorly planned crafting sequence. Good job, me. And I like still didn't actually bookmark the axe, so I have to find it in the recipe again. There we go. Jeez, that was a freaking not good. All right. Does this have any special attributes over this? It has 6 times the durability than over the flint axe, so I guess it's got that going for it. Anyways, let's go ahead and peel back the forest a little around us and just grab the wood. I do not think I care about the queen bee hive there. I will leave this tree here, the wisdom tree, because I think there's some use for the wood from it later on. And our flint axe is broken. Goodbye, flint axe. We can now use our wrought iron axe. Here we go. Ooh, it is quicker than the flint axe, for sure. Alright, there we go. We're not really getting birch very quickly, but we are clearing land. For me, right now, it's just more about clearing land, I feel like. And getting wood, so we're kind of multi-purpose wood cutting over here right now. Alright, we have 2 stacks of birch. Let's get another stack, and then I think we're going to be good on birch. Alright, couple more. Like, 1 more maybe? 2 more? 1 more, okay. Oh, and this is the one that I buried underground. Okay. I don't have a dirt block to fill in this hole, unfortunately. Well, that do be how it is right now, I guess. Alright, let's go put all this wood we just grabbed to cook up into some charcoal. And then next thing I want to do is... I think I want to go back to the iron vein we have over there and get some iron mining going. And let's see, like, we have a lot of junk on us right now. Let me clean up some junk here, make some inventory, and then we will, I will be ready to go mining, so be back in a sec. Okay, and then I was also looking at some tools we could bring for mining, and I remember that we have these, mining hammers from Greg Tech that we can use. And there are... Let me bookmark these really quick. I'm bookmarking a couple different ones here. We can make iron... Whoops, it's only bookmarking the most recent one. Let me hit the bookmark recipe button instead. I think we can make Invar right now, so that would be on the table. And then we can't make any of these other metals just yet. Cobalt brass, can we make that? Brass plus aluminum and cobalt. No, I don't think we can make that yet. It is a good durability, but that would definitely be a side quest to make. We can't make diamond plates yet. We need some better material to make diamond plates. Like, we have diamond, but you can't just turn diamonds into a hammer. Like, you gotta make them into sheets, you know? This is probably what we're going to want to use, but to make mana infused metal, we need to have steel first, which is kind of our next step. So what do we have here? We have iron, we have Invar, and oh, wrought iron, of course. So wrought iron and Invar are the same, but Invar has a mining hammer, or has efficiency on it, so it's going to mine a little faster. Wrought iron and the other one, wrought iron and regular iron, they're the same as well, but they have an extra durability on the wrought iron. So I think we're just going to go with the wrought iron, to be honest. What do we need to craft this? We are missing the plates and a stick. Okay, well, there's our stick. Let's go get our plates again. I think we should have some plates over here, pre-made, ready to go. Yep. And these are probably going to run out of sticks. And that's, like, okay for now. They have a fair stockpile of steam in them. And if we need to kick them on again, we can just jumpstart them with the time in a bottle. For now, though, we're just going to take a second to wait for that. Oh yeah, I forgot to look to see how much this drum holds. It's 256, right? Yeah, there it is, 256. And for some reason, it is not getting all of the creosote oil again. I think it's this, fluid pipe, to be honest. I might replace that with a pressurized one later, but for now, it's fine if we're missing 0.004 of a bucket. Alright, let's grab our wrought iron. Let us make our mining hammer. Oh, we don't have a hammer. Right, I put it in the chest here. I put it in the chest over here, actually. As I was putting tools away so we can go mining. Pop! There we go. We now have a mining hammer. And we can't use this for recipes, right? No, this is for mining only. Okay. So we have our jackhammer for like 1x1 mining. We have our mining hammer for AoE mining, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And let's see, do we need any of this other stuff? We do need the time in the bottle to keep accumulating that. I'll keep that just in case we want to pick up lava for some reason. Stone rods we don't really need. Can I throw that somewhere? Candles we will want. We'll need our bag. Honestly, our lunchbox, we don't really need it yet. But there is red velvet cupcake in here. I'll definitely eat one of those. And then, like, maybe a honey sandwich? What the heck is that? Peanut butter and honey. Okay. That's not as outlandish when you explain it like that. I also don't have any regeneration potions here. So let's go to the Void World. Where's our... Do we have bottles here? Bottle. We don't have any bottles here, so I think the bottle we had, we turned it into the time in a bottle here. Let's go and... We don't need the Thaumonomicon. Let's stick that over here. We will need all of this other stuff here. I don't really want to bring the lunchbox with us. I don't think we're going to need it. We don't need cooked squid. Put that in this chest. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. Let me go get some regeneration potions, both to use one right now and then also to just have on hand. I'm going to go ahead and use one. We're going to recraft this, and I will go ahead and dump a... Whoops. Speed that up very slightly here, just to get this cooked up more quickly. And now we have 2 regeneration potions on us. And let's go mine. And we are mining in the... what's it called vein? We're going to be mining in the magnetite vein over here. Let's put torches on our right click. Or our offhand, rather, if you prefer. And then we were done mining on, like, this side of the vein, right? Like, there weren't any more ores over here. Yeah, I don't think so. So let's go ahead. Hello, goodbye. That moment when you break through and you see a dude and you're like, nope. Let's go ahead and close this off over here. I'm just seeing if there's any more ores we can grab on this side. I like to really clean up the veins when I'm mining them. That is just my form of satisfaction from mining. I'm probably going to, whoops, end up speeding this up because we've gone mining trips a lot, but I'm gonna leave the actual footage in just like accelerated. for your viewing pleasure. So I'll probably be radio silent or just chick-monkeying the whole video. So see you in a bit after I do some mining. Oh, before we do mining though, let me show you our pickaxe here. Boom, that's what it does. It just makes a hole in the earth. And yeah, that's going to make it much faster for us to dig out ore. So yeah, be back after I've done some mining here. Okay, I think that's probably a good amount of stuff mined. We have a good amount of cobblestone here. I don't think we need any of these sprouts. Let me pick these up. Get them out of here. I don't know where I got snowballs from even. Probably one of the snow piles from one of those freezer enemies before. But yeah, you might have been able to see in the rewind. I was just like kind of drilling a hole here in the ground. Looks like our wrought iron mining hammer also just broke. That's okay. It didn't have the greatest durability, so it did get a lot of work done. Like look at this hole we made in here. So I'm just kind of using the drill here to kind of tidy up the edges of this vein. Grab all of the visible ores over here, and then probably we're gonna call it. Our inventory's full of cobblestone. I'm gonna take this back and just throw it in our EMC table for EMC, and that will give us EMC, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one, but yeah, EMC will be quite useful for us. Our inventory's full again. We only got 2 gold, and what I was noticing is that there's no gold in the upper part of the vein. The gold is on the bottom. And I did kind of want some gold to make some gold chests potentially, but like, yeah, we just did not pick up enough gold on this trip. We might come back and get some more gold later. Here's where I dug up and started just digging down from our vein. Let me make sure we're all nice and lit up over here, so when we come back, we don't have dudes all over here. I did kind of bust out over here as well into our ravine. Let me kind of close it in so that it's not as much of a hazard here for us. Not as much of a hazard, makes a bunch of dark area. Yep, good job, me. Get up here. Wow. Okay, we don't really need to worry about lighting it up all the way out there. Let's just close it in. Close it in. Okay, there we go. Close this in here. Break this weird, janky, rocky formation that's right here. Whoops. Yep, look at us. See, this is what happens when you are not careful about how you are digging out your vein. And frankly, it doesn't even really matter that much. It's just trying to keep things tidy, you know? Let's go ahead and break this out, and then we should be able to use the formation one just to build some walls from over there. And then we can fill this in by hand. Okay. Good. That should keep us safe-ish next time we are back here. Close this off up here. And close it off again because I just broke it. And light it up. Okay, there we go. Kind of close things in over here. Okay, let's stop breaking stuff, okay? We don't need to break stuff that has cobblestone. Cobblestone is the stuff I put, so I should know that it is good. Yeah, this is not an ideal vein, that's for sure. Okay, That's enough digging. Let's go back to slash home. All right. Let's get rid of our cobblestone first, and to make sure I don't accidentally drop my scanner in the table, I'm going to throw the scanner on the ground for a second. Okay, that was everything we wanted to throw out. White sprout, I don't care about. Pick our scanner back up, and yeah, we got a haul here. Look at all this. This is all iron, basically from here to this 13 stack here. All iron, so we got a good 9 stacks plus 13 of iron. We got 2 pieces of gold. Amazing. And we got some vanadium magnetite. Vanadium magnetite's not what we're after right now. But the iron certainly is. So let's just put like 4 of those stacks to go. And then, like, can we make this faster? I don't think we can make this faster, right? Yeah, we can't make this faster because this is rate limited by this redstone clock. And that is not making it any faster by doing that, so let's just leave it to run. Let's wait a bit for all of this stuff to process, and then we can go put it to cook in our furnace over there. Can't we do anything else with this as well? Can we cook this stuff? So if I made this into crushed magnetite instead, we could also cook the crushed magnetite, but we can't make it into crushed magnetite, efficiently anyways. We could, we could actually macerate it into 2 magnetite, so that would be a form of ore doubling. I hadn't actually considered that. But we have like just so much. Look how much we have. We don't need to ore double it right now. We don't need an insane amount of iron like right this minute. In the future, yes, we will need more iron, but right now we are like cruising. Let's see. Let's get a stack multiple of 3. That is not a multiple of 3. Let's get 10 more. Okay, this should be a multiple of 3. And then let's just cook all these up. Oh, I forgot the conduit binder we left in here last time. There we go. Stacks of 5 here, and then stacks of like 5 there, and then a stack of 4 and 1. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's speed it up a little. Yeah, look how fast it burns our lava when we do this. Alright. Thank you for all the iron. More iron is incoming, just needs to get squished down in here. In fact... yeah, there's not even room in here for all this. Let me take some string out of here. And then we can put like a couple more stacks in there, just scrunch down. I'm thinking we might actually do our steam macerator. The big steam macerator, so... TBD, but that's what I am thinking, at least right now. Let's put the string somewhere, and the conduit binders also went somewhere, apparently. Did the candles go somewhere? No, I'm like, I need the candles in my inventory. Don't take them away, please. Okay. Cool. Let's look at the steam macerator, because that would actually be a good thing to actually invest in starting using the steam macerator. With all these iron plates though, I'm gonna put them in our iron forge hammer here so that they can start making more plates. Because I'm gonna need a lot of plates to turn all of our chests over here into iron chests. Okay, I mean, maybe we don't need to do all of them, but like a good handful of them, at least a stack of iron plates will need. In the meantime, though, let's look at the steam macerator. I would actually like to make that before we worry about the coke oven. Because the coke oven's going to need... let's just say we're going to need to do some magic things for that. But based on what I'm looking at, we're not going to need to use anything we don't already have. So maybe it's actually not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't look that... this does not look like that alarming. To get crude steel, we will need charcoal plus iron, so that's something to consider. Let's get some more iron cooking up just so we can start putting it with our charcoal to start preparing the need for steel. So something like this I think would be fine. We can just do max stacks here. And we'll be back there in a minute or two to pick those up when they're done. How's our charcoal doing here? Do we have 2 stacks of charcoal? Almost, almost. Drop some extra time in a bottle. Here, just speed it up a bit. And hopefully that'll be 2 stacks by the time we get our iron over here done. Gonna speed this one up as well. While that is cooking, let's go look at the steam macerator block. So we're gonna need this guy. We're gonna need 22 of those. We're gonna need a steam input bus. We're gonna need a steam hatch. And we're gonna need a steam output bus. And then, let's see, 22 of these. We're actually going to need 24 of these because, wait, so 24 for the input bus and the output bus. 6 more for the actual grinder. And then 1 more for the macerator. Okay, gets kind of a lot of stuff, actually. Kind of a lot of bronze here. Let's do our bronze plates, then. So 96 bronze plates, we are using this recipe here. So let me just scroll it up to 96 just to get a rough estimate of how many ingots we need. 144, oh goodness. That's a lot. Let's do this much copper. 63 copper, 63 copper, and then we're gonna need... Wait, why did I do that? We need 42, not 63. 42 and then 42 tin. There we go. This will turn into just a ton of bronze. Where's our alloy smelter? We're running low on sticks also. Let's restock our sticks over here so our steam production doesn't die. Bloop. There we go. So that's gonna be the bronze that we're gonna need, more or less. And then, how's our hammer doing? We already finished those iron plates? Okay, great. We can start working on bronze plates next. I think I have bronze plates over here, though. I do have bronze plates here. We're gonna need, like, way, way, way more, though. Whoa, easy there. Oh, you know what? I almost made a big mistake here. These are machine casing. These are not machine casings here. So let us back it up for a second. We do not need 31 machine casings. We need 6 machine casings. We need... Wait a second. Where did I get the machine casings number from? Here, 22. Okay, this is the structure of the multi-block. Okay, so we will need 22 plus 6. So we'll need 28 of those. But we'll also need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Because, yeah, these are bronze holes, not machine casing, so... Okay, that changes our plate count slightly. Slightly, but, like... Actually, it's the same plate count. Never mind. We're going to need 6 brass plates. Let's go ahead and put some brass ingots to compress over here. So the brass plates are going to be good. We need a lot of bronze, though. Jeez, so much. Just go ahead and start crunching down all of these bronze ingots, I guess. We are getting, like, industrial over here. Oh, man, we're gonna need bronze rods. Holy. Okay, so for this, we need 2 bronze rods each. We don't have a way to make bronze rods yet, right? No. Okay. So let's get 4 bronze rods going. I need the file and probably the hammer and maybe the screwdriver, or the wrench, I mean. We haven't made a screwdriver yet. So for this, we're going to file 4 of those. Then we can hammer those into the long rods. So that's going to be the long rods done for that. I don't think we need long rods for anything else, right? We don't need an iron crate. Okay, we're going to need 2 diamonds and 2 pistons. I don't think we made that many extra pistons, right? No, we only have 1 piston here. There's our 2 diamonds we're going to need. We're going to need some bronze fluid pipes. Go ahead and grab that. I don't know why there's copper over here. Copper dust. See, this is why, like, we need to fix our storage, because I'm like, why is this here? Blah, blah, blah. Stick that in there. We're gonna need more copper, probably. Processing over here. Let's go ahead and crush those guys up. Do we have more tin? Looks like this is all the tin we have right now, so hopefully we have enough tin. Pyrite I'm also gonna go ahead and scrunch up. Copper ore should not be over here. Brass plates, brass, tin. Copper dust here. Just trying to organize all my junk. Trying to juggle my junk over here into the correct chests. Shout out if you get the reference. Okay, jeez. Alright, where's our... Oh, we did not put a multiple of 3 ingots in there. That's how they get you. We can go ahead and make our barrel and our fluid pipe. I think let's just, like, start making these things one at a time, I'm thinking. So there we go, multiple of 3 bronze ingots. Get our bronze plates out of here, get our brass plates, get our long rod. Okay. Let's start crafting. Bronze holes. I can just hit C, actually, to craft this, right? Okay, cool. Got our 3 bronze holes. Done with those. Can we craft this? Oh, we don't have a piston, right. Piston, I forgot. Can we just, like, craft a ton of pistons here? Let me get a ton of wood. Cobble. And then iron. I was going to use some of this iron for something. Put more iron to cook, please. And let's just do all the pistons we can with this. Oh, we don't have... We need redstone, too. We haven't really went and grabbed redstone yet, so we're not... Went into the teleporter on accident. We're not going to be able to make too many pistons, but this is going to be a good amount for now. Okay, so we need 2 pistons, 2 diamonds, 4 pipes, a bronze hull, and that should be all we need. So we just need the pipes. So get some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then craft this guy. Alright, and we get the macerator quest complete. Gives us some glass dust, which we can't use yet, or can we? We can kind of use it. Okay. Potent gear. So potent is this weird alloy. It's going to need copper, tin, and lead, it looks like. Cu, Sn, and Pb. So to make that, yeah, here it is. Copper, tin, lead alloy. And we got our macerator. Let's take that off our list. Let's get our input buses going here. So I think we can just go grab some chests from over here and make our input bus and our output bus. So there's both of those. We'll need our steam hatch next. So get rid of those. Steam hatch. For the steam hatch, we need the drum. I don't know how a stack of iron got up there, but sure. So there is our drum. And then we need more bronze plates. I'll take those. We'll put more bronze to hammer into more plates. God knows we need them. And then we need our fluid pipes here. One more. Okay, there's our fluid pipes. Now we can make our hatch. Great. Okay, that's most of the stuff we needed. We're gonna need some bricks. At least 14 bricks. Hey, a stack of 14 bricks. Excellent. Okay, and then we're gonna need a lot of bronze plates for this. And then we're gonna need to deal with potin. So for potin, we're gonna need lead. And I don't think we've found lead yet, or we might have found lead, but we haven't mined any. So lead ore is gonna be found in galena ores, which is at the hydrogena plant. And I think we have found one of those, right? I would have marked it with an S or a G. Oh, there it is, galena, over here. Okay, cool. So we do have a galena vein over here. We can go get lead over there. We're also going to need some tin, so I might actually stop at this tin over here and get the tin on the way. But I'm starting to look at our time here. Oh, you know what? Never mind on the time. I just remembered that I accelerated, or I'm going to be editing and fast-forwarding a good part of the video. So we're actually okay on time. There is one thing I want to do, actually, though, and it would be good to do it now while it's daytime-ish. I want to go get some EMC in bulk, because we're going to need a lot of obsidian here. So we need 12 obsidian, and right now I can turn all of my EMC into 8, but I don't just want to turn all of my EMC into obsidian and then not have any. So I'm going to take a bucket, and let's go take my jackhammer. Let's go feed my sheep first really quick to repair our jackhammer. We did quite a bit of damage on it while we were out mining. Let's repair my jackhammer, and then I want to go get some obsidian from the local lava pond. Hello, sheep. How do you do? I demand your babies. Do not take this out of context. Thank you. Not like I didn't immediately say something a few seconds ago that can be taken out of context or anything. Alright, and then let's go shear time. Shear time 5,000, 9,000. Shear time 6,700 or whatever. Alright. Okay, there's all the sheep sheared. Let's go. Good. Good. Full stack of black wool. Very nice. And we repaired our jackhammer ever so slightly. We're going to want to get some better source of experience than breeding sheep. Especially since we're going to have to start culling them off soon at this rate. Right, let's turn off F7. Let us ask this guy to no longer exist, please. Thank you. Alright, and we're going to need some water for the... I've gone the wrong damn way. I don't know why I think this way is north. Every single time I think this way is north, and then I end up going west on accident. But, yeah, to the lava then. And apparently I'm just gonna punch my way through that tree. And there's our lava pond that I wanted to go to initially, and then I just went the wrong way, like a dummy. And I want a bucket of water. Can I take this bucket? Okay, that was in the river biome, so it replenished itself. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna dump this water bucket on this puddle of lava, and I'm gonna take all of the obsidian. Oh, yeah. There we go. And I do not believe I can vein mine obsidian. Nope, I just tried. I was holding tab, and it was like... No, are you crazy? That is still the vein mine button, right? Like, my hotkeys didn't screw that up. Get the spruce saplings out of here for a second. It is. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's just slow mine this obsidian. Yo, there's... Why is there wood under here? What the... That is strange. There's the 12 obsidian we actually need for the furnace, but I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this lava as obsidian. And then, you know, if we ever need lava, I can always use the Philosopher's Stone and just, like, turn this obsidian back into lava. Why is this wood not burning? Or is it, like, that's the joke, it's about to start burning and I need to hurry up? Alright. This shouldn't take too long. There's not too much lava, and the jackhammer is very fast, so... I wonder if there's any more lava under this wood. Nah, okay. Oh, more lava over here, surprisingly. Surely that's the bottom, yep. Okay, good. And then let's go over to this side. I don't think there's going to be that much on this side. Let's just bust all this cobblestone with a quick vein mine. Let's put more lava. More water, I mean. Sure, I'll grab some magnetite, why not? Oh, we have a whole stack of obsidian. Very nice. There's gold here, too, so that means this is a very high magnetite vein, and the vein actually does not go much lower than this. So if we want some gold, and gold that's not, like, in the middle of a ravine, we could also come up to this magnetite vein. Alright, there we go. That is all the lava from this pond. All ours. Let's slash home, and let's go put stuff in places. Obsidian is going to go in our EMC table. Look at that. Yeah, 360,000 EMC. I'd love to see that. As you can see, we don't really get much access to anything above that, but that's definitely going to be the EMC we need for a while. One block of obsidian basically gives us enough to power this setup for, like, a very long time, so... let us grab our charcoal over here. We have too much junk in my inventory right now. Let me go put this, I guess, in here. So we want to do charcoal with the iron. We're going to put more iron over here, and then let me get another stack of charcoal. Maybe I just make a hole over here to get in and out of our factory faster. Yeah, how about that? TBD if that's permanent. It's just there for now. Put our charcoal in there. So this is going to start cooking up crude steel ingots. Which crude steel... it doesn't say in here, but we have to put it in the infernal furnace. And it's going to give us steel nuggets, I believe. And then the steel nuggets will be able to turn into steel ingots. And that's how we're going to get steel. How did we do on bronze? We need many more bronze plates than this, I think. Let's go ahead and continue hammering the bronze ingots. Let me put some of this stuff away because I just have too much stuff on me now. Okay, so the whole reason we went and got all that iron is so that we could upgrade our storage. So let me go and take our iron now. I'm gonna take a stack of the iron and 8 planks here. And we're gonna make 8 chest upgrades for now. 8 wood to iron chest upgrades. I need to throw them on the ground because they don't stack for some reason. And just juggle my junk into the other room. It's like literally what I did. I don't know what other phrase you want to use to describe what I just did there. Alright. There we go. And then let's use our dolly to move this over here, dolly to move that there. I think we can rotate these with a wrench. I don't like that they're facing a different way. Hello? Or I can, better yet, I can just pick it up and break it. It's not full of junk, so it's fine. Okay, there we go. Now we have, this is the same storage as we had before. Well, not the same. This is more storage than we had before, but now it is expanded. So let me do like some quick organization here. Over here, cosmetics and building. That's what's going to be over here, cosmetics and building blocks. So let's get stone over here, stone bricks. Any more cosmetics and building over there? Fence, I guess, would kind of apply. Any other cosmetics here? Nope. Okay, over here we're gonna have, I think basically what we have now, more or less. I'm gonna take these out of here. We're gonna have like rocks and not rocks in here. Rocks and dusts, kind of. But not like redstone dust, but more of like clay kind of dust. I don't know. And glass we can put somewhere else. I'll put it in building for now. Here we are going to have this over here. Put these over here. Here in this chest, I think we're going to do dust and metals and stuff. Okay, looking good so far. This chest. Let's do this chest for magic, just because it already has a lot of magic junk in it. So magic junk stops here, so let's take this out. This is all magic stuff still. This, what is this? Why am I keeping this? Why do I have a band-aid in here? I mean, I guess I'll use the band-aid, but, don't actually really need it. We're gonna keep this as mob drops. Let's put other tools in here, I guess. So other miscellaneous tools are going to go in this chest here. So miscellaneous tools, miscellaneous tools. I mean, I guess a water bucket. No, that's the water bucket I keep on me, though, so let's keep that one. More miscellaneous tools? Sure, that, and no, this is magic, that stays here. This is a miscellaneous tool. This is just a die. Slime cube is definitely a miscellaneous tool. Worm is a miscellaneous tool. Clay buckets, these cells, dye. Dye I'm putting with the plants and stuff. These cells are miscellaneous tools, and... Okay, this is all magic stuff now. Mob drops. Do we have any more mob drops in any of our other chests? Does not really appear to be. This chest needs to merge with this chest over here. This is all plants and stuff. Let's use an item conduit for that really quick. We have speed upgrades too, right? Didn't we get speed upgrades from one of these quests? And we did now. And let's just put this item conduit here really quick. You're going to insert on green. You're going to extract right now, and you're going to get full speed upgrade. Goodbye. Merge into the other chest you go. Yo, also we need to plant these lotus seeds. Lotus blossoms are going to give us experience. Alright, put these back, or, well, we're going to sort them in a second, but this is like plants and food for now. for now. You probably noticed. Let's put tech stuff in here. So tech stuff. I know we're about to use those, but we're going to put those in here. Wool goes back over here. Wheat goes here. Bricks go... I'm going to use them soon, so I'm going to put them in there. This is a miscellaneous tool. Tech stuff. Okay, so you are tech stuff. You're a magic stuff. Tech stuff. Tech. Tools. Metal. All this tech stuff. Kind of tech stuff? Oh, let's convert these nuggets. We don't need to be hanging on to them indefinitely. So all these tech stuff here. Plop, plop, plop. Paper's gonna go with magic stuff, just because that's where we're gonna need it most likely. And I'm gonna put these tools over here. Stone rod, I don't know what the heck to do with stone rod. What do we even use stone rod for? Like, we use it for stone torches, I guess? Stone torches with charcoal dust probably would be a good replacement for this. Oh, hold up. Mineral berries. That's going to be a good use for stone torches. For now, though, we don't need stone rods. This is literally just cobblestone here. Let's stick it in the trash. All right. So this chest is empty now. Tech stuff. Tech stuff. I mean, chest is kind of a tech stuff. This is all tech stuff here. This is tech stuff. Bloop. We can just have like a miscellaneous stuff chest as well. Task completed, Philosopher's Stone. Hold on, what? What are you talking about? Oh, probably this one here. Okay, that's gonna be a down the road thing. Let's put that there. This is kind of a magic thing. The covalence dust is kind of a magic thing. Efficiency meters are tech stuff, I guess, but we're probably gonna just end up liquefying it later. This is a magic stuff. This is a magic stuff. This is like really miscellaneous stuff I don't really know what to do with. Let's just leave it over there. We don't need to sort every single thing. We're okay to have some miscellaneous stuff here and there. All right, good resorting. Tech stuff here. Tools. I don't really need that. I will keep that on me. Tool. Dirt can go over here in the table. All right, really good resorting of stuff over here. Now let's get the stuff I actually want to keep on me, like the axe, so we can chop this up. The dolly, I am going to separate these chests and then chop this one, the empty one. Let's go ahead and shuffle those chests around there, and then I'm going to break this chest and put everything in here. This is our miscellaneous. We don't know what to do with this stuff chest. Okay, yeah, good amount of sorting happening out here. Let's grab a couple more, because I want to make a few more for outside as well. I need 2 pieces of wood out here. Okay, now at this point is when I need to start looking to wrap up my time here. Alright, this is our... This is our output dust, but also I want to have like a pending processing chest. So let's take everything out of here. We don't need this in here. I don't know why we have this weird gold dust. I think that's just how the gold processes. I need another chest, and then this also stays over here with the table. seared stone. Does this have a home in here? These are kind of a building thing. Let's put them over here in our building chest. If we want to make our furnace any bigger, though our furnace is like already kind of huge. Plant things. Okay, and then I need a chest. And chest we're going to put over here. This is going to be our pending processing ores chest here. Whoops. Scoot it back. And we can put all of our ores in there. Take all of the ores out of here. Alright, and then let's throw them in here. Alright, that was... And then upgrade it. That was some significant decluttering that we did. Good riddance. We still have tin ingot, that's okay. We know where that goes now. We have decluttered the junk very nicely. Tin ingot can go in here. And then our dusts are going to go over here as well. So let me go ahead and... Honestly, this chest doesn't really need to be upgraded, but for now, it's fine to be upgraded. Once we start using our macerator, we're not really going to want to use that setup too much anymore, so we can go ahead and downgrade it. Yeah, sure. We're not going to be using this setup long term. And we can put this chest elsewhere. Whoops, I put the same chest back. Put that chest there, and then we can put the iron chest elsewhere. Just gonna toss that here for now. And then I just remember there was this thing that helps us craft. It's called the project table, or work table or something. Table. Might need a second to find it. But basically, it's this crafting table that lets you see into the inventory of adjacent things. I think it might be one of these tables in here. Part of the logistics pipes, maybe? Logistic. This is part of the logistic crafting system. Crafting manager. No, okay, so none of that stuff. Request table, nope, none of this stuff. Isn't it called project table? Projector, no. Is it in, like, tools, maybe? No, I could have sworn this was something that we had available to us last time I played this mod pack, so it should be in here somewhere. I'll look around for it and bookmark it for talking about next time. But for now, I think we've done enough. I think we've done enough on this episode. Like, we've done actually kind of like a obscene amount of stuff almost. We have so much stuff prepared / getting ready to be prepared over here. So next time we need to get lead ore. We need to get more tin ore. Not platinum ore. Where's regular tin ore? So that we can make the potin. We need to finish putting our steam grinder together. We need to figure out whatever this project table is. Oh, is this it? Crafting station? Has item storage, tool storage, pulls from adjacent inventory, saves recipes. Yes, this thing. Okay. We're going to make one of these things. That's what we're looking for. The crafting station. And yeah, we're just going to like have a whole bunch of fun next time. For now, though, I'm going to sign off. I don't think there's any like offline processing I really need to do. Like, this is just cooking up over here. We might want to put more birch in here at some point, or wood in general in there. But other than that, we are cruising. So, with that, I'm going to say good job, us. And I will see you next time. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And see you next time again. Goodbye.